We are in the midst of the international break, and while Celtic are not in action, it doesn't stop the news surrounding the football club. In today's video, we'll discuss all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. That includes the club readying 3 new signings ahead of the summer. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Before we do get into today's video, as always, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Former Celtic midfielder turned pundit Peter Grant has made an encouraging observation about defender Stephen Welsh and his performance in the Hoops' 3-1 victory over St Johnstone at the weekend. Welsh, who has now started and played 90 minutes in the previous 2 matches, does receive some criticism from the supporters. He wasn't his best against Livingston in the Scottish Cup last Sunday, with many blaming him for the Lions' first half equaliser. On Saturday, however, he did look more assured, and in terms of his passing and the way he moved the ball, Grant noticed vast improvements. Indeed, he believes that the Welsh's change from the right side of centre-half to the left in Liam Scales' absence benefited him massively. What I liked about him on the left-hand side, I felt he passed the ball more progressively and quicker forward, he said on the Go Radio football show. Sometimes on the right-hand side, he should trust himself more. It's quite bizarre because he's on the right-hand side. On Saturday's progressive passing into the middle of the pitch, I thought that's what helped Celtic. When he has come into the team alongside Scales, Welsh has had to play on the right. Playing on the left side of the centre-back, though, seems to benefit the academy graduate more. He did look better than he had previously at the weekend, but one wonders whether that was down to Carter Vickers' return to the side and the stability he brings, or Grant's theory about the slight positional change. Celtic are ready to spend money in the January transfer window. Speaking exclusively to Football Insider, former Celtic star wouldn't be surprised if there are incoming and outgoings in the summer transfer market. Brendan Rodgers' men have failed to live up to expectations so far this season. Fans have not been blown away by new arrivals so far, as they have struggled to hit the ground running, with many supporters worried that the summer business has done serious damage to the squad. But McAvenny is hopeful that Rodgers can make a difference to the new signings, but if not, should be given a healthy budget in the summer. I think he will evaluate his squad first, he told Football Insider. I think that it's probably high up on his list to look to see what he has already got, who he thinks can work with, who can improve. The signings from the summer have just come to the club. It's not been the start that they would have wanted, but there's obviously potential there. He will look at them first, see if he can improve them, and if they can fit into his style of play and the way of thinking. If not, there might be movement, and I can see there being 2 or 3 high-profile new signings in the summer. Ultimately, you want your own team, and I do think there will be money to spend in the summer, but first and foremost, it will be about what they have got first. This news comes after already reports in the Netherlands that we are close to acquiring a new goalkeeper in Vaesen. Already in March, it looks like the Hoops are going to waste no time in bolstering their squad. Celtic manager Brendan Rodgers has revealed that a key injury scuppered some of his plans in the recent Champions League campaign. In a group consisting of Feyenoord, Atletico Madrid and Lazio, the Hoop finished bottom, accumulating 4 points across 6 audacious games. Although their tally from the 2022-23 group stage was doubled, Celtic fans were still left somewhat disheartened by the way things panned out. The defeat at home to Lazio was heartbreaking, and send-offs didn't help away at Feyenoord and Atletico. While the boys were unfortunate at times, Gaffer Rodgers has admitted that a particular unavailability caused some of his plans for the group phase to be tarnished. In recent weeks, midfielder Tomoyaki Iwata has made a positive impact on Celtic team, coming in and keeping things simple in the middle of the park. The boss has revealed that he wants to utilise him more in Europe. He would have played more games if he had been fit, he said. There were periods when he was going to play in some of the Champions League games, but he wasn't quite ready. I'm just pleased he's done well when he's come in. In Europe's Premier Club competition this season, Iwata managed to play just over an hour. He came on for the closing stages in Rotterdam when the Celts went down to 9 men, and it was a case of damage limitation. The midfielder also got the last 20 away at Atleti in a similar scenario. It was only in the last game of the group versus Feyenoord at home that he got an opportunity to shine, but less than 20 minutes in, he sustained an injury that eventually kept him out for 2 months. It has been an inconsistent season for the 26-year-old, and one wonders how things may have panned out if he was fit throughout the group stage, because his simplicity and natural defensive mindedness, combined with the protection he brings to the back 4, may well have altered how things panned out. Former Celtic midfielder Peter Grant doesn't think that Hoops striker Kyogo has ever dropped off amid recent claims that he is back to his best. The frontman has 2 goals in his last 2 games, sparking many fans to believe that he has now returned to this dazzling form everyone knows he can hit. Kyogo revealed on Monday morning that he isn't afraid of failure amid his lack of inclusion in the recent Japan tour for the upcoming international break. The fact that he had bagged just 2 goals in 2024 up until last weekend's game against Livingston in the Scottish Cup contributed towards this and fairly led many to think that he was not his usual self, but Grant disagrees. He believes that the Japanese hitman is constantly lively and that a lack of service has been a key factor in his barren spell. You were asking me early on about Kyogo being back. I don't think he was ever away, he said on Go Radio Football Show. If you put balls into the box, that guy will score goals. You have to service him. It's ironic the service he puts in at the start of the second half was for Kun's goal. The amount of times Kyogo is in that position for an early ball, that's why I keep saying about putting the crosses in. It's common sense for me. If you put the balls in, these guys have got the quality to finish, and Kyogo proved that at the weekend. There has been a noticeable change in Celtic's attack and play over the past few weeks. The Hoops look much more lively in forward areas, whipping balls into the box and registering several shots on goal. Such trends must continue if silverware is to be secured come the end of May. Celtic have reportedly set their sights on a rising talent from across the pond, 15-year-old Nigerian striker Mezi Ikebemba. According to Blueprint.ng, Ikebemba has caught the eye of Celtic's scouting network with his top performances in the elite club's National League for under-15s. Born in 2009, Ikemba has become a standout player in San Antonio. Despite his young age, Ikemba's ability on the field suggests a bright future ahead. Recognising his potential, Celtic have reportedly extended an invitation to the young striker for trials. This opportunity presents a chance for Ikemba to showcase his talents on a bigger stage and take a significant step forward in his promising career. The invitation for Ikemba to trial underscores Celtic's commitment in nurturing young talent. As they embark on building a new training ground at Barrow Field, the club is keen on discovering and developing raw talent. Ikemba's trial with the Hoops could be one of many young players to come through the doors of the club in the next year. Celtic fans, what are your thoughts on McAvenny's words stating that Celtic will have a 3-man signing spree come the summer? Let us know down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video, guys. Make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Thank you, take care, bye bye.